Hi, can you choose who to sell your home to? No, we're not going to break any laws. This isn't about fair housing. It is about optimizing your bottom line, though. I'm John Cowan. This is this week's real estate message from Dallas, Texas. And folks, I try each week to bring a relevant topic to the table for you to let you know what's going on out there in the market. So if you're anywhere in the state of Texas, if you're anywhere in the country, most of these issues are still the same. So the reason I wanted to discuss this is because I had a conversation this past week related to this. So who's the best buyer for your home? You've got a lot of variables that can affect your decision. It's always about why are you selling and where would you move to after you sell? So why is that critical? Maybe you're selling because you're downsizing. Maybe you're a senior like myself and you want a smaller space. Maybe you're going to go out of town. Maybe you're going to go to an apartment. Maybe you want to just downsize and buy another home. So you want to maximize your dollars to use going forward to pay cash or to pay a large down payment or whatever. Maybe you're a first-time home buyer, selling to a first-time home buyer. That's very critical, on why you're selling and how to prepare for that. But maybe you're selling because you're just tired of the maintenance. Maybe you've had a life change and there's only one of you now in the house and you're ready just to take the most convenient way of selling your home and you're not really concerned about maximizing what you get from it. There's all relevant factors and it only depends on what you are looking for, but I want to make sure you understand your options. So selling in a time frame, I wanted to address that. Yeah, so selling in a time frame that works for you is key, but also maximizing your profit is my goal, and I think is key for you as well. So let's start off with what I'll call the highest and best use. Okay, that's a legal term in real estate that we need to be aware of on my end, but I'm using it to describe your optimum retail buyer. Okay, if that's that first-time home buyer, if it's a move-up buyer that needs your size home for their growing family, whatever it may be, this is the optimum for you to sell your home at the highest price that the market will bear. And that, I think, is what everybody's goal should be. Now, if you think that that would take longer or take more dollars to obtain that, I understand, and we can talk about that. But we have a market that is demanding inventory that we don't have. And so you are in a great position as a seller today to optimize your opportunities. We've got buyers who are willing to do some repairs. So you may see a realtor put in their description, fixer-upper. What does fixer-upper mean? Boy, it means a lot of different things to different people. Okay, what it doesn't mean typically is that that buyer is going to get a mortgage loan and they're not looking for big critical items. They're not looking for foundation issues, roof issues, plumbing, electrical problems. They're thinking more like cosmetics, okay? They're thinking if I can get the flooring done, if we can go in and paint, if we can do some countertops, things that you couldn't do for whatever reason to sell your home, with those items already completed. So minimal items is what I think about there. Now, anyone else who's willing to tackle the big items, I typically look at as more of an investor. And maybe they're not investing to fix and flip or to rent. Maybe they're just investing in their own equity. And so they're trying to find a great deal. I have buyers all the time that come to me, John, can you find me a great deal? Can you define that? What's a great deal? That's different for everyone as well. An investor is willing to accept your as-is condition. You don't do anything. You'll hear all the promises. You'll hear, you can save realtor fees. We can move, you can stay in the home for up to 30 days at no cost. You can leave everything in the house. We'll clean it all out. You don't have to have a garage sale. We'll do, all these things that you're going to hear. You're getting the postcards. You're getting the flyers, mailed to you. Everyone is trying to buy your house, right? Then there's another category that this is rather sensitive for me to put it out there, but I'm going to do it anyway. And again, a lot of realtors don't talk about some of these things. But then you have what we call a wholesaler. You may not even know who or what they really are. Well, I'm going to explain it to you very simply. It's another middleman, another convenience factor for you to sell to someone who promises that they're going to purchase your home in a certain time period for a certain price, and of course, willing to accept as-is condition and make everything great for you, pay some of your closing costs, all of those great things. When do you find out that they're not really the party that is going to buy your home? You may not until it gets ready to close, and you find out that they've assigned your contract to another party. The wholesaler has assigned the contract to a real investor who is going to purchase the home. I can talk about all the details of that, the favorable, the non-favorable things about that, but both of these categories make it very convenient. There's also another category for buyer options, and it's called the iBuyer, okay? Anything that you hear on the radio, some national company, some local company wants to come in and buy your home, and they'll help you get out of your home for cash, giving you an option to stay in it for a longer period of time, whatever you may need, and they'll buy it in the condition that it's in. They may even try to help you purchase another home and make that coordination from the sale of yours to the purchase of the other one very convenient. Read the fine print of their contract, okay? I can't tell you how many times I've seen the seller lose a lot of money even in those circumstances. So again, those are the buyer options, and we need to talk about those things. We need to talk about which one makes the most sense for you, because there may be one of these that works for you. How do we know? You've got to call me. We have to sit down and talk. Here's my social media, my cell phone, my website. I'm John Cowan, Ultra Realty of Texas. Folks, do not leave money laying on the table without talking to me. Read the blog that will be attached to this video. And I just chose a few items to explain. I talked to a lot of my sellers about, let's talk about a percentage of the sales price on each of these categories on how to raise your home from a lower level to a higher level for your bottom line. That's my job. That's my legal and fiduciary responsibility as a realtor, is to do the best I can. Let me do that. Let me talk to you about these options and help you make the best decision for yourself. Thank you. Enjoy this beautiful day. And until next week, thank you.